Well, in the first game of yesterday's doubleheader, it was Chennai Super Kings, defending champions Chennai Super Kings, who emphatically underlined why they remain, despite some gaping problems and a fair share of injury concerns, a top 4 team to beat Punjab Kings in a match in which there was no 50, a battling 43 of 26 from Ravindra Jadeja, followed by 3 wickets for just 20 runs from the left arm spinning all-rounder. That just says, pushed up against the wall, when push comes to shove, this is what Chennai Super Kings do. They may not be a team packed with superstars, but they have, on paper, enough players to push for that playoff spot. As I said, no 50, but Ravindra Jadeja's 43. And let's rewind the clock a bit and see how insufficient his performances have been this year. I say the word insufficient because we're talking about Ravindra Jadeja, a premier all-rounder across formats, but his bowling has not been consistent as per his status. His batting has been hit or miss. That's why when you look at the insufficient returns before yesterday's match, perhaps Jadeja was not the player. Many of us who've been watching CSK for a long time, and this is the team that's won the title 5 times, many of us would have said, you know what, he's 36. He's going to the T20 World Cup, but he's not looking like the Jadeja of old. And that's when you start to doubt someone. That is when players of Jadeja's caliber stand up and say, you know what, there's a reason I'm a premier all-rounder. That 43 of 26 balls in an innings when there was no 50, getting CSK towards the 170 mark, and then with the middling total by these high standards of the 2024 IPL, Jadeja then chips in with 3 major wickets, conceding just 20 runs. This is why CSK, as I said, defending champions CSK are still in the playoff race. They have bowling concerns. A couple bowlers have flown home. A couple bowlers have been dealing with injury. The batting is not quite collectively, but under the tutelage of MS Dhoni and the leadership of Ruturaj Gaikwad, and with inputs like Ravindra Jadeja gave yesterday, this is still very much a top 4 team. Make no mistake. In the second match, it was a total romp by KKR, getting to 235 and then beating LSG at home by 98 runs. That is as big as it comes in the landscape of T20 cricket. Just the 1/2 century in the entire match, but it was 81 from Sunil Narayan, the same Sunil Narayan who under Gautam Gambhir, or rather Gautam Gambhir has persuaded him to go back and open, and what a revelation Sunil Narayan has been at the top for KKR this year. KKR, after beating LSG by 98 runs, have match points with table toppers Rajasthan Royals, and their road to the playoffs is all but confirmed. And how wonderful has it been to watch Sunil Narayan? I personally, before this IPL, had doubts when I heard that Gautam Gambhir had persuaded Narayan to go back, rather reluctantly, as he himself said, Narayan, to go and open. I said, you know what, is this a template that perhaps worked in 2016-17? Is it something worth pursuing right now? I was wrong, I admit it. Sunil Narayan has been so impactful, and I'm not saying he's a pinch hitter. This is a proper T20 specialist opener, given the license to go out and smash the ball by KKR's management. Yesterday, his 81 once again set up KKR's big total of 235, and then with the ball, a miserly spell from Sunil Narayan, just the 1 wicket, but look at that economy. To beat a team like LSG, also in the top 4, by 98 runs, just goes on to say how KKR are very much the team to beat. Along with RR, along with SRH, if there's one team that has consistently defied critics and the pundits, it is KKR. And make no mistake, they are now, I dare say, perhaps more than RR, despite that lovely balance that the Royals have. It is KKR with the superpower they have in their batting and the rather well-rounded bowling attack. They are now the team to beat in